he sure can tell a story.
You just better start showing me a little more appreciation around here, Mr. Man.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Stephen King adaptations. For this list, we've chosen big screen films or made-for-TV movies and series based on the writings of Stephen King that we felt did the most justice to their source material. Number 10, The Dead Zone.
Bless me. God's been a real sport to me.
This David Cronenberg-directed King flick tracks Johnny Smith, who awakens from a coma with psychic powers. You know, the kind where touching someone helps you solve murders,
I stood there. I saw his face.
predict nuclear holocausts,
The missiles are flying. Hallelujah.
or foresee the demise of a young hockey team.
The ice is gonna break!
With Christopher Walken and Martin Sheen lending credibility to the adaptation, the story transcends its status as a supernatural thriller and becomes just believable enough to be terrifying. Number 9, The Stand.
There's a storm coming. His storm.
Described by King as his own Lord of the Rings set in modern-day America, The Stand is so long it was transformed into a TV miniseries rather than a movie.
We are dead, and this is hell.
When a supervirus eradicates humankind, a group of survivors must choose between good and evil in a post-apocalyptic world.
For these crimes, they are sentenced to death by dismemberment.
Despite notable changes from page to screen, the ensemble cast did a valiant job bringing this multi-storyline epic to life.
My life for you!
Number 8, It.
I'm not supposed to take stuff from strangers. My dad said so.
Very wise of your dad, Georgie. Very wise indeed.
Pennywise is why you're afraid of clowns. With Tim Curry in the lead role. This 2-part TV miniseries makes all too real the story of a group of small-town friends that's terrorized by an evil, shape-shifting being. Featuring many indispensable Stephen King story elements, this adaptation earned mixed reviews, but Curry and the child actors were praised for their parts in the most terrifying thing ever on network TV.
I'll show you how to flow down. They all flow down here.
Number 7, The Mist.
What is it, Daddy?
Mist?
Adapted from a novella in King's Dark Forces anthology, this is both a monster movie and a survival story, brought to the screen by longtime King collaborator Frank Darabont.
What are you proposing?
That we all prepare to meet our Maker.
Oh, prepare to meet shit.
A fog rolls into a small Maine town, bringing with it inhuman creatures that prey on townsfolk.
What the f***? Get it off!
With rich characters and dialogue, and an ending that strays drastically from King's original, The Mist will definitely stay with you for a while. Number 6, Carrie. Though King's first novel has been adapted in multiple media, it's Brian De Palma's version that's considered a seminal horror flick.
Trust me, Carrie. You can trust me. Trust me, Carrie. You can trust me.
The shy, introverted Carrie is ostracized at school and bullied at home by her religious zealot mother. But soon she realizes she possesses psychic gifts. With Sissy Spacek in the Oscar-nominated title role, the tension steadily mounts, culminating in one of the most horrifying prom scenes imaginable. Number 5. Stand By Me.
You guys want to go see a dead body?
With his novella The Body from the Different Seasons collection, King highlighted his talent for writing kids. That story was then adapted by Rob Reiner as a coming-of-age tale featuring a wealth of talented young actors.
Hey, you guys. I bet you anything that if we find him, we'll get our pictures in the paper. Yeah, we can even be on TV. Sure, we'll be heroes. Yeah!
Though the plot follows the group as they search for a missing boy's corpse, it focuses less on death than on life and childhood friendships. And you thought Stephen King only wrote horror.
We'd only been gone 2 days, but somehow the town seemed different, smaller.
Number 4. Misery.
To Misery and to Annie Wilkes, who brought her back to life.
Oh, Paul, I get goosebumps every time I think about it.
Reiner's next stab at King's work was less sentimental. After crashing his car, a novelist is rescued by his biggest fan, who takes him to her isolated home.
You've got a lot of recovering to do, and I consider it an honor that you'll do it in my home.
But Annie Wilkes, played by Oscar winner Kathy Bates, is frightfully unbalanced. And when she discovers he's killed off her favorite character, things go from bad to worse.
God's sake.
It's for the best.
Annie, please!
Though the movie softens the book's grisliest scenes, it's still a chilling adaptation.
God, I love you.
Number 3. The Green Mile.
Dead man walking! Dead man walking here!
Mystical rather than paranormal, this emotional King prison story was made real by Frank Darabont. With Tom Hanks as a prison guard and Michael Clark Duncan as a giant, kindly, simple-minded death row inmate, the film is a study in great casting and acting.
Can you talk?
Yes, boss. I can talk.
Often considered a not-so-veiled retelling of the story of Jesus Christ, it's a spiritual tale about a man who's more than what he seems.
Don't put that thing over my face. Don't put me in the dark. I was afraid of the dark.
Number 2. The Shining.
Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum.
Citing omitted themes and plot points, King famously denounced Stanley Kubrick's interpretation of his horror novel as a loose adaptation rather than a faithful retelling.
Come play with us, Daddy. Forever.
Even so, The Shining is one of cinema's most unsettling films.
Ed?
What?
You would never hurt Mommy or me, would you?
Anchored by an unnerving Jack Nicholson performance, it ambiguously recounts Jack Torrance's downward spiral over a winter spent holed up with his family at an inaccessible hotel, proving cabin fever is no laughing matter.
Here's Johnny!
Number 1. The Shawshank Redemption.
Why'd you do it?
I'm innocent, Red. Just like everybody else here.
Though it was far from a box office hit, this critically acclaimed Frank Darabont film, based on the novella Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption from King's Different Seasons collection, is undeniably a cinematic masterwork.
But I'm telling you, these walls are funny. First you hate them, then you get used to them.
As convicted killer Andy Dufresne's prison life is narrated expertly by his buddy Red, played by Morgan Freeman, themes at play include friendship, self-worth, and hope when confronted with adversity.
And for the briefest of moments, every last man at Shawshank felt free.
Demonstrating Stephen King is far from a one-trick pony. Do you agree with our list? Which Stephen King adaptations make you forget the book?
Drop dead!
I don't do requests.
For more entertaining top 10s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
We're not gonna forget this if that's what you're thinking. This is big time, baby.